I'm in Salad and I saw Terrifier 2. It is directed by Damien Leone. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This was requested by somebody on Fansly. If you'd like to fast track a movie review, you can do that on Patreon or Fansly at this link tree. On with the review. The movie starts with somebody totally disconnected from the last Terrifier movie. We're seeing a mother, a daughter, and her son, and the father's gone, and the father is alluded to be gone a lot, and I'm like, what happened to the father? That's my question racing through my head. Also, the mother character, I have to admit, is like the worst character ever, because like, there's instances of this like dead possum on the grounds of this high school or middle school or whatever, and he's accused of taking this dead possum into the school, which is terrifying. Like, he's running away from it, and the principal's like, oh my goodness, and it's like, you taking a sign that this guy's running away from a dead possum, and that he was the one who threw it, just because he's running in the halls? Maybe you should probably think about there might be something bigger out there than this puny child. Frickin' Jonathan, by the way. This Jonathan, he's like, yeah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that at all. Also, another instance of the mother not believing in her children. There's candles, right? There's candles underneath this Halloween costume that Sienna is making for a costume party, which is pretty nice. I liked that. I like her costume a lot. Her wings get burned up though, and I'm like, first of all, you left your candles unlit, and it seems like the candle flames are like kind of licking, so it's like kind of attached to the angel wings, but like that's not like the main body of the fire, okay? Man, I'm just thinking like the mother doesn't believe like at all that she didn't turn her candles off. You didn't turn your candles off? Come on. Like, this seems like basic 101. I mean, you've had to do it a couple of times, and the mother is like, yeah, I'm gonna have to whenever you leave your candles on at night, I have to come in and blow them away. I didn't do that this time, and look what you got. Your wings got destroyed. And I'm like, yeah, I guess they did get destroyed, but this mother is not supportive at all. She's like, yeah, you totally set the candles, you set them on fire, and you left them on, and your wings got burned. And I'm like, she clearly knows that this is not what happened. And then she's talking to her friends about it at school, and their friends are like still trying to like gaslight her into thinking that this is her fault for leaving the candles on, even though no one was there. Man, I'm not a really big fan of the friends that Sienna has, honestly. And also, Jonathan is very obsessed with serial killers, and because of that, the mother is more likely to dismiss him for some reason, and I'm like, hey, this guy is the guy, he knows all the things, why are you dismissing his knowledge of what's happening to the serial killers? Why are you dismissing it? You know, serial killers are killers that exist in the real world that can target you. Why? Why are you ignoring this? But she's ignoring all the signs. All the signs are ignored, okay? Who cares about this? There's a family friend that gets attacked by the killer clown. And then the killer clown does a little slice and dice to her, a bunch and all that. And then that Allie is the person who got sliced and diced. And then Allie's mom discovers this, is like, ah! And I'm like, man, I'm sorry for your loss. I also think that it's her fault for not giving the killer clown more of any amount of candy. And look, excuse me, actually, you're an adult. I'm not gonna give you any candy. And I'm like, when has this ever been enforced, like, socially? I don't know, like, I remember the last time I went trick-or-treating was the day before my 18th birthday. I was 17, and I was walking around pretty much like 3 hours, 2 hours to 18-year-old, and getting candy from strangers, and they were happy to give me candy, and like everyone else in the group at the time, a little bit older than me, like 18, you know, they also got candy, man. Like, where is this rule that has anyone been encountered with you're not allowed to have candy, I won't give you any candy because you're too old, like in trick-or-treating? Has anyone been encountered with that? Leave a comment if you've been told that, because I'd like to know. I'd like to know if this is real. All right. So anyway, now we get to the point where we have this nice little chick, Sienna. She has a costume. She's finding wings, and I like the wings on her, honestly. I like the wings that she chooses, but I feel like this is some sort of excuse for the killer clown to lure her into a public place so then he can follow her, and then after following her, then can start doing some slicing and dicing and stuff like that. However, though, I really hate her friends. I hate her friends. They're like, oh, it's going to take up more room. And I'm like, no, the last pair of wings were going to take up more room. She adds a nice little gold tip. Also, she's really good at making costumes. I'm like, man, I want some of those costumes, not going to lie. Honestly, though, she's like, oh, I'm going to be on a party. I'm supposed to be sober. Oh, my friend's going to give me some alcohol. Oh, she's going to slip some Molly into my drink. And I'm like, I mean, aren't you supposed to be sober? And the mom's going to be really mad. The mom's really mad already at Jonathan. But then she goes down to the garage and sees a whipped cream windshield with pumpkin smashed on it. And it's like, oh geez, well, like toilet paper. And she thinks this is Jonathan rebelling. And I'm like, no, what the heck? Why? Why do you think that? Why? Come on. This just seems like a perfect opportunity for you to get... Yeah, you got by the killer, Mom. I hate your personality. I hate that you, like, think everyone else is crazy but you. It seems like you're the crazy one. She's the terrible one. She's trying to deny everyone of fun and happiness and love. And I'm partially glad that she's dead. I'm also kind of sad that she's dead because those children have to deal with the fact that their mother is dead. I'm more concerned about the children's trauma than the mother being alive herself, because she was terrible. She was the least supportive character. She took her ex-husband, because I assume the guy is dead, and he is, and takes the ex-husband's sketches when Jonathan's like, look here, this is the guy that we saw. And she just starts ripping them, and I'm like, dude, you're not gonna believe your son at this point? What the heck is wrong with you? Oh man, but she did get what she deserved, honestly. And there's a lot of like, oh, we're gonna kidnap Jonathan. Oh, we're gonna chase Sienna around. Sienna's gonna say I love you to her mom before she dies, which is nice and all that. And we're gonna like try to survive this killer clown because he's coming to get us. And now we have Sienna. She's in a really cool outfit while she's like getting really bloodied up, trying to stop this killer clown from killing her brother, and it's her saving the brother and the brother saving her, and then she's saving the brother yet again, and she ends up defeating him, the killer clown, which is very nice, decapitates him, and then there's some movement. I'm like, how is he not dead? How is he not dead? So this movie, does it answer any whys of why this killer clown is doing all this stuff? No. He's just insane. Also, there's a demon girl, and she can also kill people too. And also, can talk on the phone and sound like people. I guess that's nice. I like her outfit. It matches the killer clown. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? What are you? What are you? And then at that point, first of all, I gotta mention this movie is very long. This movie felt very long. I was like, okay, this must be Act 3, like halfway through the movie, and I didn't realize that. It was just so long. But like, also, I gotta mention, I really especially love the ending, the very, very ending where the killer clown is gone, and it's like, well, he got surrounded by the police. What will he do? Exactly. He decides to do the best thing for humanity and to off himself, which is nice, because he killed a lot of people, man. He killed a lot of people. I mean, they're survivors, but holy diggity dang, they're no longer like normal, I guess. They don't have any normal life anymore. They couldn't make money off of this trauma, but they still have to, like, I don't know, go to therapy or something. This is terrifying, honestly. Terrifier, haha, funny joke. Well, anyway, I also like the ending, and it's like, okay, the mother's gone, and it seems that Sienna wants to stay alive, and so she does. With the brother, Jonathan stays alive too. I was pretty much rooting for Jonathan the entire time, so I'm really happy that he is alive. I'm kind of sad that he got injured, but like, nothing that he couldn't recover from. I don't know, maybe he'll recover from the chunk missing from his hand that he's being eaten alive of. Man, that was fun. That was a nice little ride. Also, there's a lot of changes of color palettes, but mostly around the colors like pink, pink, or like a purplish, a blue, an orange, or like another color palette that was common was like a blue, purplish, a yellow, or like a yellow, blue, orange, stuff like that. It was very fun. I felt like this was definitely a little bit better than the first one, mainly because they answered no questions. But the guy's dead, so that's fine. That's fun and fine. I'm just like, why did he do this in the first place? Also, there's a mid-credit scene where this woman is puking, and it's gross. She's puking a lot. Then she starts bleeding out of her pusgina. That's what it is. And then she's also giving birth to blood, and then she's giving birth to this. What did she have in her arms? It was a head. It was a art's head, and on the wall it had like some terrible thing she was calling herself. But like in there it said arts plus, who is this? Vicky. I'm like, Vicky? What? Why are you in an insane asylum? This gives me so many questions, man. This movie still hasn't answered any of my questions. But honestly, it was a nicer resolution than the first one. There's a lot of blood still. It's so much blood. My enjoying experience, a little bit more enjoyable than the first movie. I already mentioned the colors a lot. Any character growth? No. I don't see how they're related and to like the first Terrifier, and I don't see how like this dad got ignored by the mother for so long. I mean, the dad got ignored by the dad's wife / mother of Sienna, so I can see why that guy let himself get killed. So I gotta give this movie a solid 6.2 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed on a channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month, or $3 a month for how to draw Pokemon tutorials, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grind, so go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad. I'll see you later, my salad croutons, bacon bits.